My name is Bob Winter. I'm a partner in Arnold and Porter LLP, which is a law firm headquartered in Washington, D.C. Yes, our firm represents Ethiopia, and I work on the matter with some of my colleagues who are experts in trademark law and who represent a number of multinational corporations in trademark matters. Very much so. We believe that Ethiopia has very strong arguments that the application should be granted. One of them, the one for Yirgacheffe, has already been granted. And while nothing is certain in life, we are hopeful and expect that the other applications will also ultimately. Absolutely not. In fact, we think it's plain silly. There's nothing at all illegal about entering into a license agreement. Ethiopia has utilized these trademarks for more than 75 years, and a number of other roasters have, in fact, already entered into license agreements with Ethiopia. Well, a geographical indication mark, as the name suggests, is a term that is based on a geographic term, such as Yirgacheffe or Sidama, which are regions within Ethiopia. Geographic indication marks can be used in a number of ways under U.S. trademark law, including certification marks and as trademarks. There is nothing wrong with using a geographic indication mark as a trademark, assuming, as we believe is the case here, that the requirements for a trademark have been met. Well, Ethiopia has approached this from the perspective of what is in its best economic interest, and a trademark provides Ethiopia with greater control over the distribution system. It allows it to determine who it will be granting a trademark to and who it would not grant a trademark to. This gives it much more effective control over the ultimate distribution of its product, which is likely to add to its economic benefits. A certification mark provides much weaker control in the holder of the certification mark. Well, you should really ask them that question, but from what I can tell is that they believe, as we do, that if Ethiopia held the trademarks, Ethiopia would have more control over the distribution system, which would be an economic benefit to Ethiopia, and that is something that they would prefer to avoid. The current system, without Ethiopia having registered trademarks, provides for a market that is very much to the advantage of a company such as Starbucks, where on the other side there is a fractured market of many tens of thousands of Ethiopian farmers. Well, I think this is really an important and exciting project, and I think it is significant, very significant potentially for Ethiopia and its coffee industry. It has the potential of doing some real economic good for some of the poorest people in the world. But it's also potentially much more important because it is an example of using intellectual property, such as trademarks, for the benefit of the developing world. Intellectual property is very, very significant in the West. It is an area that has helped our economies develop substantial capital, diversified these, and is a source of great value. There's no reason at all why property cannot be used similarly in the developing world. And it has the significant advantage that doing that does not require substantial and continued aid from entities such as the World Bank or Western governments. So I think this is a exciting project and one that could lead to truly fruitful results.